Check. Audio 3-4. Commissioner Holzman is here.
As is Commissioner Kokmar.
Morning, Commissioner.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I believe the chairman is in the building and would be in the agenda room shortly. I thought I saw him.
Morning. Do you feel Morris's presence over there? Do you just kind of feel like... It's like a little throwback, but it's kind of classy, but still kind of...
You know, they were hanging in my closet.
Really?
Why not?
Why not? Well, getting ready to walk out the door. Took the dogs out. Neighbor had his dog out. I didn't see him. The dog is not very trained. I had to pick him up because he was going to run over there and keep him. So I was like, stop. So I had to run in. Of course, I had no iron shirt. It's like crap.
Commissioner Coleman's here.
Good morning, Commissioner. Who else do we have on the line?
Kokmar's here.
Commissioner Kokmar.
Everyone.
Oh, my goodness, everyone. The gang's all here. And a minute early, too. Wow. Oh, and it's now 10:15. Well, let's go ahead and get going. All the commissioners have assembled. It is now 10:15, so we will call the March 1st agenda meeting to order for the Missouri Public Service Commission. Just to remind those all on the phone, please mute your phones unless you're preparing to speak. And today it looks like we have 5 orders. We are going to pull order number 3, just FYI. So that will leave us with 5 tariffs and new orders. But before we jump into that, we have to approve the minutes from February 22nd's agenda. And I know those have been distributed in advance to the commissioners. Is there any questions or comments on those minutes? Hearing none, then I make a motion we approve the minutes from the February 22nd, 2023 agenda. All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Those are approved by a vote of 4-0. All right, first up on tariffs and new orders, we have file number GE 2018-0193. This is in the matter of the application of Summit Natural Gas of Missouri for a variance from the provisions of Commission Rule 20 CSR 4240-10.03, subsection 19. So back on November 22nd, Summit had filed a motion for variance from its meter sampling test program. And Summit has therefore asked the Commission to change the target completion date of the program from December 31st of 2022 to December 31st of 2025. And then on January 27th, staff recommended the Commission go ahead and grant the 2-year extension for the program, which would move the completion date to December 31st of 2024. Staff then further asked the Commission to order Summit to complete no fewer than 2,600 meter tests annually, and also order Summit to file a report detailing its progress towards compliance on or before September 30th, 2023, and September 30th, 2024. Summit has since indicated that it accepts staff's modification to its variance request. So what this order does is it grants Summit's motion for variance for its meter sampling test program as modified by the staff. So I would recommend that the Commission approve this order, which is version number 2. Commissioner Coleman.
I support the order.
Great. Commissioner Holzman
I'm in support of the order.
and Commissioner Kochmeyer.
I'm also in support.
Great. All those in favor of that order, version number 2, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
And that order is approved by a vote of 4-0. Next up is file number EO 2019-0132. This is in the matter of Evergy, Missouri Metro and Ever, Missouri West. Their notice to intent and file applications for authority to establish a demand-side programs investment mechanism. So on February 14th, Evergy had filed their motion requesting a 30-day extension of some time to file its Year 3 program evaluation, measurement, and verification report. Evergy's motion states that it has conferred with staff who does not oppose the extension. So what this order does is it grants Evergy's motion for a 30-day extension of its time to file its program Year 3 EM&V report, and it also extends the time to file any change request to the report by 30 days. So I would recommend that the Commission approve this order, which is version number 2. Commissioner Coleman?
I support the order.
Commissioner Holzman?
I support the order.
And Commissioner Kochmeyer?
And I'm also in support.
Great. All those in favor of supporting that order, version number 2, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
That is approved, 4-0. As I mentioned, we were pulling order number 3, so that goes on to order number 4, which is file number ER 2021-0312. This is in the matter of the request from Empire District Electric Company, DBA Liberty, for their authority to file tariffs increasing their rates for electric service provided to customers in its Missouri service area. So on February 24th, Liberty filed some tariff sheets for the Critical Needs Program, along with a motion for expedited treatment. Liberty states that staff, OPC, and other stakeholders support the tariff sheets taking effect within 10 days from filing. However, Liberty does not state any harm that will be avoided, which is required by Commission rule. So therefore, the Commission will not expedite the effective date of the tariff to this order to less than 10 days. So this order approves Liberty's Critical Needs Program tariff sheets to become effective on March 11th. And I would recommend that we approve that order, version number 1. And Commissioner Coleman.
I support the order.
Commissioner Holzman.
I support the order.
And Commissioner Kochmeyer.
And I do as well.
Great. All those in favor of supporting that order, version number 1, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
That is approved by a vote of 4-0. Next up is file number ER 2021-0240. This is in the matter of a Union Electric Company, DBA Ameren, Missouri, their tariffs to adjust its revenues for electric service. So back on February 24th, Ameren, Missouri filed tariff sheets for its Critical Needs Program, along with a motion for expedited treatment. Even though Ameren states that good cause exists to make the Critical Needs Program tariff effective on March 9th, it does not show or state any harm that will be avoided as required by Commission rule. So therefore, the Commission will not expedite the effective date of the tariff to this order to less than 10 days. So what this order does is it approves Ameren's Missouri Critical Needs Program tariff sheets to become effective on March 11th. And I recommend we approve this order, version number 1. Commissioner Coleman.
I support the order.
Commissioner Holzman.
I support the order.
Commissioner Kochmeyer.
I'm also in support.
Great. All those in favor of supporting that order, version number 1, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
That is approved by a vote of 4-0. And then our final tariff renew order today is in file GR 2022-0179. This is in the matter of Spire, Missouri, as their request to implement their general rate increase for natural gas services in their service areas, dealing with the same program as we had mentioned in the last 2 orders. So again, on February 24th, Spire also filed their tariff sheet for the Critical Needs Program, along with a motion for expedited treatment, allowing the tariff sheet to take effect on March 6th. In support of this motion, Spire states that the Critical Need Partnership is seeking to have a soft launch of the Critical Needs Program in early March, and an expedited approval will benefit customers. Well, that might be the case. However, Spire did not state any harm that will be avoided, which is required by Commission rule. Therefore, the Commission will not expedite the effective date of the tariff or this order to less than 10 days. So this order approves Spire's Critical Needs Programs tariff sheet to become effective on March 11th. And I recommend that we approve this order, version number 1. Commissioner Coleman.
I support the order.
And Commissioner Holzman.
I'm in support of the order.
And Commissioner Kolkmeyer.
I'm also in support.
Great. All those in favor of supporting that order, version number 1, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
That is approved by a vote of 4-0. So that concludes the tariffs and new orders for today. So all we have left for agenda is our scheduling. So let's look out. So Monday, March 6th through Friday, March 10th, we have an evidentiary hearing. This is in case WR 2022-0303. This is Missouri American Water Company's request to its authority to implement a general rate increase for its water and sewer services provided in Missouri service areas. And that will begin at 8:30 a.m. in room 310 with Judge Pridgeon, and that is scheduled to go from the 6th through the 10th. Also on Monday, March 6th, and Tuesday, March 7th, and Wednesday, March 8th, we have local public hearings. This is in case EA 2023-0017. This is Grain Belt's application for an amendment to its Certificate of Convenience and Necessity, authorizing it to construct, own, operate, control, manage, and maintain a high-voltage direct current transmission line and associated converter station. This is going to be handled by Judge DePel, and the first one is going to be on Monday, March 6th. This is a WebEx-only public hearing, and that will begin at 6 p.m. Then on Tuesday, the 7th, we will have an in-person and a WebEx-streamed local public hearing, and that will begin at 12 noon, and that is going to be held in Mexico, Missouri at the Elks Lodge, and that is at 1705 Christopher Road in Mexico, Missouri, beginning at noon on Tuesday, the 7th. And that is in person and on WebEx as also. Then on Wednesday, March 8th.
Mr. Chairman,
WebEx.
this is Judge DePel. I
Yes.
just wanted to interrupt, I'm sorry. Tuesday's hearing is not scheduled to be WebEx broadcast, just
All
so
right.
you know.
I was
That
wondering
is
about
in
that.
person only.
We have had difficulty with in-person and via WebEx with trying to merge those. So thank you for correcting me. So to restate that, the Elks Lodge, Mexico, Missouri is just in person. It will not be available on WebEx. Thank you, Judge. I appreciate it. And then on Wednesday, the 8th, we have another local public hearing in the same case via WebEx, and that will begin at noon. So then Wednesday, March 8th, we have our agenda meeting at 10:15 a.m. Then Thursday, March 16th, we have our agenda meeting at 10:15 a.m. And then on Tuesday, March 21st, we have an evidentiary hearing in case EO 2022-0320. This is the application of Jennifer Ducher for change of electric supplier to Platte and Clay County Electric Cooperative from Evergy, Missouri. And that is scheduled to start at 9 a.m. in room 310 at Commission's headquarters here in Jefferson City. And then on Wednesday, March 22nd, we have agenda at 10:15. And on Wednesday, March 29th, we have agenda at 10:15. And that concludes everything I have for scheduling. Commissioners, is there anything you need to change or any comments or things about scheduling you need to bring forward? All right. Well, if something does come up, please reach out to our offices and we will get that changed. But I'm not hearing anything. So that will conclude all the business before the Missouri Public Service Commission's agenda meeting today. And I would move that we stand adjourned. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you,
Mr.
Mr. Chairman.
Here, we're adjourned.